Have you ever voluntarily done something and when you are right in the middle of it, you stop and wonder, what on earth did I sign up for? I certainly have. And recently I found myself in the middle of a 30-kilometer race wondering, why am I torturing myself like this? Is it necessary? Listen, it was brutal. This race was challenging to say the least. And I even wondered, are we running or we are hiking? Because we kept on going up and up and up. And the craziest thing is that I ran 20 kilometers alone. And it was at this point where I was like, I can't anymore. I made a decision that completely changed the rest of my race. I joined a bus. And no, I don't mean the actual bus. Let me explain. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for tuning in. A couple of months ago, a friend of mine convinced me to sign up for a 30-kilometer race, John Korasi. I had never done it before. She had done it a couple of times. And I was like, okay, no, it's fine because I'm training for a marathon, then it will be good training for me. Definitely signing up for it. Sharp. But even when I signed up for it, I kind of knew that it was going to be difficult because of the horror stories I had heard before. From her, number one, right? Because there was a time when she did it and she got injured because she did not train properly. And that race is, or rather the route is quite hilly. But obviously when you haven't done it, you don't know all the details. You don't know the extent to which you have to keep on going up and up, right? Until you do it. So I had an idea that it was not going to be an easy race, but I was like, bring on the challenge, honey. Let's do this. So bona phambili, okusalayo, we are going. So obviously the next thing after signing up for a race is to train, of which I did, but I could have done better. I feel like there were things that I was supposed to do, but I did not do, such as hill repeats, training on hills every week. I did not do that. Don't ask me why. I also don't know why. I don't have an excuse as to why I did not do hill repeats. But running, I did run. The longest distance I did, I think, was about 20, 21K as part of my training. So I thought, I'm fine. I'm not there, but I definitely do have some level of fitness and I think I'll be able to get to the finish line. Hey, and also because I was not starting from scratch, I had done my 42-kilometer marathon in May and I thought, my body will remember. You know, when you convince yourself that, hey, it hasn't been that long, I'm sure the body will remember that, we have done this before. So we can definitely pick up from where we left off, you know? But that's not how it works. That is not how it works. Anyway, so I went into this race with that minimal preparation, but also mentally I was kind of aware of what was coming, even though I didn't know to what extent. Sharp. The day came, the race started, and we're all excited. It's always good, even though you know that you're going to die, but it's still it's such a thrilling experience that you cannot really explain to someone. You really need to experience it yourself. Whether you're doing a 5K, a 10K, 42, 50, the starting line is always lit. So we started nicely around 3 kilometers, then we started climbing. And then finally I finished 10 kilometers and then started going down a bit. And I was like, okay, at least now we are going down. So all is good. Halfway mark, all is good. Hey, 16 kilometers, 17, 18. Hey, I started feeling that my body is resisting. You know, the body is resisting the forward movement. I'm trying to move and go forward, but it's hard. It's getting harder and harder. And there were a group of runners behind me who were running together, which I'm going to explain. This is the bus now. Yeah? So in running, we've got something we call buses, where so it's basically a group of runners who run at the same or similar pace roughly, and they have a leader. So that leader we call them a bus driver, right? So depending on the time that you want to take to finish a race, you choose which bus you want to join. So there will be a bus that will finish maybe in 2 hours, a bus that will finish in 2 hours, 30 minutes, 3 hours, and so forth and so on. So it depends on your goal and what you want to achieve. So this bus that I saw was going to finish in 2 hours 45, no, not 3 hours 45 minutes. And when I first saw the board, because the bus driver has like a sign that has their name written on it as well as the finish time. When I saw the finish time, I felt like it was too slow for me, and the plan was to run faster than the bus so that I finish faster or quicker. But then upon the 18-kilometer mark, it felt like I was slowing down and the bus kept on approaching me. Sometimes they would even pass me. So they would pass me and then I would catch up, pass them. It was like back and forth, until I got to the 20-kilometer mark. There I was finished. I was completely finished. I was down and out. Then I swallowed my pride and accepted reality. I accepted the fact that I am tired, my body is sore, and I'm struggling. I am struggling to move forward, and therefore I need to change the strategy. That's when I decided to join this bus that I was trying to run away from. So I was humbled. I joined the bus. And that was a game changer. Not to say that the route started being easier or the run became pain-free. No, it was still challenging. But the fact that I was no longer doing it alone made all the difference. Because there was someone who was in charge of the pace, when we'll be walking, when we'll be running, and how long, and so forth and so on. That made it so easier. That made the experience so much better and actually enjoyable. It kind of communicated, we are in this together. You are not on your own. Yes, everyone is suffering, everyone is experiencing pain, but we are in this together. And then when the going really got tough, we were singing, someone would start a song, we'll sing just to encourage one another. Hey, 1, 2, left, right, to the top. Yay! That vibe, it was so beautiful. And words of encouragement as well, that guys, we're gonna finish together. Let's stick together. We got this. Those pep talks that you need and that help you to keep moving forward, putting one foot in front of the other. So that helped a great deal. And also the constant reminder from the leader to say, don't forget to look around you. Look at the beauty, because that route is actually beautiful. It is beautiful. You see the ocean, you see the mountains, the greenery. It is stunning. It should be like, don't forget to enjoy the beauty. Don't forget to take in the beauty. Don't focus on the pain alone, but look at your surroundings. Okay. And for a moment, you forget that you are in pain. You just keep on going and going. So that made the experience very beautiful. Ultimately, I regained my strength, but I still decided to stick with the bus. I mean, I could have left them and say, oh guys, you helped me, now bye. Bye. Let me go on my own. I actually thought of doing that, but then I was like, I'm enjoying this community vibe. Let me just be here, stick with them right up until the end. And I did exactly that, and it was totally worth it. It was beautiful, and I'm so, so grateful that I swallowed my pride and decided to join the bus because it made the whole experience worthwhile. You might be there wondering, okay, girl, well done, but why are you telling us all of this? One of my favorite things, one of the things that I absolutely enjoy doing is extracting lessons from my lived experiences or the things that I observe around me. One of the lessons that I learned from this experience is that there is absolutely nothing wrong with acknowledging that you need help. It's actually smart and wise for you to recognize that at this point, I can't do it alone anymore. I need help from someone. I need help from others. Because with me, even though it was difficult, I wanted to continue alone, but I realized that maybe I need to join this bus so that it can help me to move forward. And I did that. And it was the best decision I could make at that time. So even in our own individual lives, there's the same principle that we can apply. Acknowledge when you need help and reach out to other people to help you. There is absolutely nothing wrong. You don't lose anything for asking for help. In fact, you gain a lot. And I'm also talking to myself right now because this is something that I struggle with a lot. Yeah, I've shared this before that I struggle to ask for help. We think about how you're going to inconvenience someone. We think about how it kind of looks like you have failed or you're a failure. That's why now you are asking. Guys, crazy things that are so unnecessary sometimes, you know. So acknowledge that you are struggling and you need help. And ask for help. Join that bus. Join that bus and go forward with others. They say if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with other people. There is strength and power in numbers, doing things together. You draw so much inspiration, encouragement, and motivation from those around you, especially like-minded people who have the same goal in mind. You are all going towards the same direction. So if you are in this together, oh man, you literally have each other's back and keep on moving forward until you make it to the finish line together. What a powerful lesson. And the second one, which I also think is very important, is knowing when to change your strategy. You may have a strategy that, okay, this is what I'm going to do to accomplish 1, 2, and 3. And the strategy may have worked maybe up until this point. And now you realize that it's not working, but maybe because it's been working for quite some time, you think it can still work. You try to push so hard using the same strategy, using the same method, but you can see, oh no, man, I'm not moving forward. Quality of man, you know. But because you're still stuck on your old ways of doing things, how you used to do it before and how it was working for you, then that kind of makes it very difficult for you to branch out and try out something different. And if you stay here for a very long time, you will get discouraged, you will get tired, and you might even give up and quit. But if you realize that, okay, this strategy has worked so far, but now it's no longer working, it means I need to try out something different. I need to outsource help. It means I need to maybe upskill myself. I need to ask someone who is thriving in this thing and ask them to help me. I need to read this book. I need to, knowing when it's time to change your strategy. In my case, at that 20-kilometer mark, I changed the gears. I changed my strategy by joining the bus. And when I joined the bus, a different approach was used to get to the finish line. And this was running and walking, singing, encouragement, motivation, all of those things came together and pumped me up and helped me to get to the finish line. Sometimes showing up well means being willing to change the way you are doing something. The goal is not to prove that you can suffer the most. The goal is to get to the finish line. And that applies to your career, relationships, studying, business, health, faith, and so on and so forth. If a strategy is no longer working, it's okay to change it. And that looks different depending on what you are actually working on. As long as it will still take you to the finish line, as long as it will still help you to accomplish the goal, then it's okay to change the strategy. If studying alone was something that worked for you, but now you get to varsity and you realize that, maybe this is no longer working. I used to do it when I was in high school and I aced it. But now, this strategy is no longer helping me. It's okay to collaborate with other people who are doing the same course as you and say, how about we study together? How about we go through question papers together? We do tutorials together and have that teamwork support group. At the end of the day, you all pass, you all graduate. You see, you didn't lose anything. Getting to a point where a change of strategy is needed is not always clear and obvious. Sometimes you will need to pray about it and ask God to lead you, that God, should I continue with the same strategy or do I need to change? If I need to change, what other options are there? Please guide me. Please lead me. Please give me wisdom. And God is faithful. He will answer. But then at the end of the day, you have to decide, do I go with what He guided me to do, or do I still continue with my own ways of doing things, So yeah, those are the two main lessons that I drew from this experience. And I thought it would be good to share them with you guys, just in case you needed a reminder or encouragement. In closing, if you are in a difficult season right now, if you are running your 30-kilometer race and you are at that 20-kilometer mark and you're realizing, it's rough. Maybe you don't need to push harder alone. Maybe you need to join a bus. And the question is, who or what is your bus? You may not have all the answers right now. And that's why I mentioned the importance of praying about it, really asking for God's leading and guidance. Okay, that brings us to the end of our episode for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a huge thumbs up. And feel free to comment in this comment section down below and let's engage. Okay, until next time, please take care of yourself. Bye.